Hello folks, what's up? Welcome back. Sorry I'm late. Tech issues and all that. Let's get started. Hey Nick, what's up? Now that chat's not working? Here. I'm gonna reinstall the chat box. It should be working. Hold on. Chat box. There's so much shit here. Huh? Okay. Okay, try saying something. There, Dort, try saying something. I forgot to update the title. Oops. I'll update it after the stream. But just to be clear, guys, that this is an art stream and not Rocket League again. Is there a way I can make the light behind me less bright? Oops, wrong camera. Leave that one alone. No, leave Hugh alone. I don't want to look like a disco ball. Okay. Okay. Alright. That's better. Alright. How are you? Let me turn the camera. The camera is actually the laptop camera since I couldn't get my face cam to work. Here you go. That's why the quality is so much worse. Nick, are you still there? Oops. Yeah, you can tell I haven't been doing an art stream for a while. There. I don't know why the chat box isn't working. Hello everyone, welcome. How are you all today? Just coloring some artwork. I finally got my art streams working again. It's been like a month almost. Ignore what it says up on the title. I forgot to change it from Rocket League, so I spent like a whole hour trying to get my face cam to work, and then the art cam wouldn't work. Oh man. So the face cam that I normally use isn't working, so I'm using my laptop camera, so the quality's a bit different. Just say that. Other than that, I've been good. I've been adjusting to a new place. This is my new office. It doesn't have much yet, but I hope to paint the walls or do something cool with it. Maybe I'll do a visual tour one of these days of just the office and no other part of the house. Normally I'd have a chat overlay going whenever you guys are talking so that I don't have to keep looking up at the Streamlabs chat, but it's not working either. Baby steps, I guess. And how are you doing, Nick? Did you play a game today? I've mostly been drawing. I haven't really been on my PS4 much. Maybe I'll play some more games other than Rocket League. I'll see what will be easy for a casual gamer like me. But it's nice to have you all on my stream. I do art and games, art on Tuesdays normally, but yes, last week was unique, where I did mostly gaming. And I color my artwork on my stream. It's what I do. One of these days I might do start to finish, but I want to work my way up to just coloring. And then baby steps, you know? I might go back to digital for a while, once my art supplies run out. But until then, I think we got a good thing going here. I have a huge pile of artwork to color. I've been posting 2 drawings a day on Twitter and Instagram, so there's plenty of artwork for me to do. Some fan art, some original work, some work I did for art challenges. This was for an art challenge for the Duck Art community. The prompt was light, and so I found this teapot light on Pinterest, and I was like, a light inside of a teapot. Interesting. And so I drew it and I added a background. I'm going for a nighttime piece, that way it will make the light more visually appealing. We'll get some contrast. Walking, that's cool. I moved to Washington, so it's been on and off raining. I went to the park for a while. I used to go on walks and go to the park, but because of quarantine, I'm too afraid to go out. So I've mostly been drinking soda and really bad stuff, really. I've been working out on my patio, but it's not the same as actually, you know, walking. I've been, I kind of miss skating, to tell you the truth. And Nick, you told me that they're doing Pro Skater 2, 1 and 2? Oh man, I don't even think I've played Pro Skater 1 and 2, to tell you the truth. I think I skipped over those and just went to 3. Might be a fun challenge. And I'll do that thing that I did on Minecraft. What Jacksepticeye did on Minecraft? Playing Pro Skater 1 and 2 for the first time. Wouldn't that be fun? How's the music level? Is everything okay? Sorry, I'm kind of shrouded in darkness. It was either darkness or like really super bright. The artwork is more of a priority than what I look like. But maybe since the chat isn't working, I can make this box bigger. There. Good? You know, this music's kind of boring. Kind of liven it up a bit. You know what I mean? We're going to a party, not a nightclub. Ha ha. Just kidding. Okay, so I have some music that I can play, but I don't want to play super copyrighted music because it's a good way for the video to get blocked on YouTube, and then I won't be able to upload it onto YouTube. So I have to pick something like Monster Cat or some
Watch this short video to get 30 minutes of uninterrupted listening. Enjoy the next 30 minutes of uninterrupted listening.
What? It wasn't a horrible joke. It was an awesome joke. You just don't get my brilliance. I know. Sorry. Sorry, Hollow. I forgot to update the title. That happens sometimes. Sometimes I forget to update the title. I think there's a way for you to update the title, Nick. As the moderator. Thank you for the host, Hollow. Not everything is working right now. The stream chat overlay isn't working. But hello, folks. Oh yeah, it's my new office. I don't have any sound deafeners yet. How is everybody doing today? I'm doing okay. Okay, let me see. It can... You know what? I'm just gonna leave it alone. This is my first art stream that I've had since I moved, so I forgot to update the title because I'm so used to streaming Rocket League. Everything will be sorted out next Tuesday. Or I was thinking, since... Yeah. Thank you, Hollow. I was thinking that maybe I could do an all art week this week. Because I spent 2 weeks without art streams. For me, if I do one or the other, and just that, I get bored really easily. Like, I got bored playing Rocket League super easy. Because it's the only game I play, you know? Sometimes I wish I had more variety. But it's the only game I know I won't suck at. Isn't that sad? Bring this a little closer so you can see the details that I'm working with. I have to be really careful because my camera is on a crane system and it's not a very good one. It wasn't really made to hold a webcam, it was made to hold a cell phone. So I'm being creative with it. I'm going to turn down the light a bit. You might not be able to see the finer details of the shading because I'm using 3 different greens. But we'll see. Maybe you'll be able to see it. Thank you all for stopping by and checking out my stream. I was about to say checking me out, but I don't think you want to do that. I'm just shading. Coloring is all about layers, just like with painting. Each hue or tint or shade corresponds with the next one. Thank you, Nick. Thank you for changing the title. The color temperature is different. That's what I can do too with this light. I can change the temperature of the color, and it was on a more blue hue. So you should be able to see what I'm doing now. How my stuff is set up is I have 2 crane cameras, and I have one of those drawing lap bars on top of my desk so that my sketchbook has something on it. Because I'm working with ink, and so the ink might bleed through. I'm working with ink and colored pencil. Oh, you know what? I'm working with a special kind of ink called a watercolor pencil. I forgot to bring some water. Water is supposed to make it lighter, but I think I might need a darker shade anyway, because I want this to be a nighttime sketch. He's got the power. Remembers that old 90s song? I keep thinking of that one scene from Bruce Almighty. But yeah, hello, this is my new office. So far, there isn't much to it, but I hope to add some of the prints that I bought at conventions supporting other artists like me. Maybe my Funko Pops. Who knows? I got plenty of memorabilia to put up when I have the time. Ooh. I hope that things are okay with all of you and that you've been safe. I've mostly been staying at home drawing, as you could clearly tell from my social media. I apologize for the art flash mob. I just love creating so much. Oh yeah, I got plenty. Here. This pile right here, this is all the artwork that I've created while in quarantine. And that's just half of it. I have so much more. I want to work with what I have in my old sketchbook first. I finished up this sketchbook, which is crazy because I just did a sketchbook flip through video not too long ago, and now I have to do another one. I don't post my flip through videos on Twitch. My sketchbook flip through videos can be found on my YouTube channel. It's Kira McKenzie instead of Fire Crystal 192 Art. It's under my real name for some reason. Alright. Nick is still kind of new to being a moderator. Hey, I need more than one moderator because Nick might not always be around. I can't pay you because I'm an artist, but I can give you my art expertise. I've been in college for art for what seems like forever. Did the title update this time, Nick? So this is what's known as a metallic pencil. So what it does is it makes it super shiny. So it kind of looks like glitter almost. I like to get these to make my artwork super, super shiny. And here's a trick. If you do a light Sharpie with colored pencil, it gives it this shiny appearance. But you don't want to overkill it, because that is a good way to make it very hard to take pictures. The shinier my artwork gets, the harder it is to take a picture of it. Especially during broad daylight. I have a blue somewhere. I have this whole trunk of art supplies. And I just work with them. Sorry, my camera's slightly off center. Thank you for the lurk. It's alright, we don't have to talk, just chill vibes and art. That's what this channel's about. I might do a Twitch Sing stream on Mondays again. I am a decent singer, but if that's not what you guys are into. It's cool that you guys can see my t-shirts now. What I usually like to do during art streams is I like to wear graphic t-shirts. I find it gets me in the mood, so sometimes I might wear a Doctor Strange shirt or a comic panel shirt. Here, I'm gonna pull up so you guys can see what I'm doing. So this was for a art challenge where the Descartes community called April Art Month. I like to participate in art challenges, so I might do one of that challenge and one of my own work or fan art of the day. I know that May's challenge was Mermaid, but I don't consider myself a big mermaid fan. So I like Little Mermaid. I like Ariel. She's cool. But I don't know. Until I can get a clamp, I'm gonna have to hold the drawing up with my bare fingers. So if the sketchbook falls off into the abyss, it's because I don't have anything to hold it up with. I'm trying to make it so you can see me, I'm trying to make it so you can see the art. It's a lot of variables. This music's very ominous, isn't it? I'm not getting chill vibes at all. I took an electronic music class, so I might be able to make something like this on stream. That'd be fun. Who wants to make a music track with me? I actually have some of my original tracks on my YouTube channel. Some of them are good, and some of them were back when I was just learning how to make music, so not good. Did you figure it out, Nick? I might have to look up how to change the title just in case I end up forgetting to change it from Rocket League. This isn't the first time that there was one time when it said I was streaming Rocket League, but I was actually doing Twitch things. So, that happens from time to time. I need an orange. Or maybe a dark brown for the edge. Sorry for the drop in frames. Streamlabs seems to be having an issue with that at the moment. might switch to a different platform. Because this isn't the first time they've had this issue. Alright. I'm adding the little twinkly lights from the teapot in. And as you can see, this is very delicate. Oh, thank you, Nick, you did it! You are the champion, my friend, and you keep on fighting to the end. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. I saw that. It showed up on the log. Congrats. Here, I'm going to turn up the music a little bit so you can hear. How's the music level? Is it too loud? Here. There. I don't want it to be too loud. I don't want to be shouting at the top of my lungs. Hello, folks. I do art and games. Art and games every week on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm glad you decided to hang out with me. I have been sharing my artwork online for 12 years. I have been streaming on Twitch for 2. And I have been making changes to my Discord recently so that I can start inviting people. There was a lot of channels in there that I thought weren't needed anymore. But I'm building up my Discord right now. There's going to be a vent channel and a channel where you guys can share your artwork and your servers. That way everybody feels included. And I'm also working on a new logo for my channel. I feel like the old logo of me smiling idiotically is kind of outdated. Especially since I don't wear my hair long anymore. Why I decided to make my hair short is because as an artist it's very frustrating when my hair gets in my face. I don't know, I think I look more grown up with longer hair, with shorter hair. So any plans for for tomorrow night? Are you just gonna hang around and play some video games? I don't have much plans. My plans always consist of post 2 drawings and then watch TV. That's what I do all day. I go post my 2 drawings for the day and then go to sleep because I've been staying up all night drawing them. That's the teapot. I'm gonna add a little bit of this color. I kind of want it to have a rustic kind of look. You know, like it's been outside in the rain or something. But yeah, moving was an interesting experience. I am 24, yet I've never moved from my childhood home. So it was interesting. May I never have to move for a while. Well, that's cool. Honestly, I should be thinking about school, but I'm kind of relieved. Because I don't know if you guys know this about being an art student, but the teachers and other students can be so mean. Like, I took a screenwriting class, and I was sharing my story of Color Palette, which is my comic. I was sharing the story with the other students, and they're like, it doesn't seem to be well thought out. And I'm like, I've been working on this comic for 7 years. Haters gonna hate, I guess. So I might do another piece after this one. We'll see. It's been a while since I streamed this late. I used to stream at 1 a.m. I used to stream at 11 to 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But I wasn't getting much viewage late at night because everybody was either asleep. So I decided to do it at 6 to 8. So technically this would be around the time that I wouldn't be streaming. But since it took a while, I decided, you know what? I don't care if I'm late. I'm gonna stream anyway. And here we are. I just want you guys to know how awesome it is to be able to do this again. I love talking with you guys. I might not have much conversation going sometimes because I'm concentrating on the piece, but I really do appreciate you guys for being here. What kind of classes do you hope to attend, Nick? Computer science? I have to get everything I need to transfer. So it might be a while before I can actually go to school, because all my stuff is still at my other school. I don't know the legal ramifications of that. Sorry, that one was kind of bumming me out. It's like, live to die. I'm like, jeez. There. I know I set out a silver somewhere. Thank you, Hollow. Thank you so much. I'm glad. I'm just grateful to be doing this again. Actually, this one's kind of annoying me too. There, that's better. It's like, I want chill vibes, not not a freaking angsty rave club. Here we go. This was on my streaming playlist for the longest time. I know what they're saying even though I don't speak Spanish because I know the original song. Is that scary? I can't tell. So the trick is to be super gentle. Cross-hatching is not for everyone. It may cause hair pulling out, overuse of your wrists to the point of exhaustion. Talk to your doctor if cross-hatching is right for you. Because for me it's stressful sometimes that I color like this. Technically, when I was in the pop art class in school, we were taught very different methods of ink shading for graffiti, and for some reason, cross-hatching was the one that I went to the most. So I guess that's the one that really stuck. And that's the one that I always use. I even used cross-hatching in my 3D, 2D animations. It's hard to describe. It was 2D animation class, but we were learning how to make flash animations with a Wacom. And because it wasn't Maya or Blender, it was technically 2D. It was like gray area. It makes you really think what people consider 3D or 2D. Ah, thank you for the alert. Hello, Broken Bell. Hey, the doghouse is here. Hi. Sorry if my smile looks unauthentic. I have been suffering with depression for most of my life, so my therapist taught me to practice smiling. So that's what I'm trying to do. Thank you all. And I thought I'd tell you this since you were here, Hollow. This week, exactly. But this week is a very important week for me, or is it next week? Hold on, let me see. It might be, see, this is the 12th. Tomorrow's the 13th. So on Thursday is TSC Awareness Day. And TSC is my disability, and I was thinking I could do a piece especially for that and then stream that on Thursday. I know on Thursdays I usually do gaming, but since I did all gaming last week, I could do all of art this week and see how that goes. See what people prefer, you know? Do people prefer my Rocket League streams or my art streams? Time to see. Good time to see. Thank you, Dort. Thank you, Nick. So I'm gonna pull up up here. I really need to get a clamp. I have to hold it with my hands. But you know what? It's giving me muscle. So I definitely have a lot of artworks to color. I was getting super close to catching up with all my sketches before quarantine happened. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna run out of things to color. And now quarantine happened, and I was like, shit, I have too many things to color. I'm like, help. Thank you, Broken Bell. Thank you for following. Welcome to the Embers. We shine bright, and we appreciate all media, animation, gaming, and more. I am a graphic art and animation student, so I am adequate at multimedia. Yeah, I think I've chatted with them in Mitch's chat. And because it's an art day, I usually go and raid a art streamer. But I might be streaming a little bit longer since you guys waited for so long for my art streams to happen. Believe me, it was frustrating me too. I was like, do Rocket League again? Let me tell you this, guys. Never dread streaming a subject. It can impact the quality of which you perform at. Because I dreaded doing Rocket League last Thursday. Sorry. Spotify. I dropped some pens. That happens sometimes. Dropping pens left and right. Don't know why. It is happening tonight. There. Okay. Did you guys like my little poem? Okay. The music is back, so. Okay. Just to let you guys know that my glasses don't fit on my head right, so if they slide off my head, please let me know. And just to be clear, I don't normally listen to music like this. I usually listen to things like this. Man, Pink Floyd would be nice right about now, if I wasn't so worried about my video getting muted. Oh yeah, programming too. Programming is a really important part of this. So, you would think that rocks didn't have so much light and shadow to them, but I am really amazed by how different a rock can be. And that's no joke. Like, what makes a rock is very difficult to explain. Nick just told me that Pro Skater and Pro Skater 2 is available on the PS4 now. I grew up with the Pro Skater games. I have 3, and I've been playing it for like 20 years, and I do not want to give it up, so I haven't ever really finished the game. I have it on 360 though. Alright, Nick, I hope you come back. Thank you for stopping by. So, what happened was what happened was I started Streamlabs, right? And then the art feed would show up, and then my face cam wouldn't show up, and then my face cam would show up, but my camera feed wouldn't show up. And for the last hour or so, I was trying to figure out how to get it to work. Nick was like, "Oh, maybe you should cancel." And I'm like, canceling is for people who have a social life, which I don't have. That's why when I went into quarantine, literally nothing changed about my life. Other than the fact that I couldn't go on my walks to the park. Oh, hey Crystal, hey, what's up? Thank you for the alert. So how was your guys' day? How was your weather? And what is your favorite color? I don't know. Come on, help me out, guys. I'm trying to come up with a topic. I'm not the most social person in the world. I'm trying here. My favorite color is blue. Because I like the night sky, the ocean, and I like long walks on the beach, and that's no joke. Unironically, I like long walks on the beach. Push through the embers, huh? Yeah. I tell myself as an artist that all colors are beautiful, but let's be honest here. Baby barf green is really not a pretty color to look at. I don't care though. I went through a camo phase where all I did was dress head to toe in camo to the point where people thought I was a soldier. I had a hat and everything. People were gonna ask if I was gonna go as a soldier for Halloween. What can I say? The color green looks good on me. My birth color is a peridot, which is a very bright green. My class color was green. How it worked in my high school was that they divided our classes into colors. There was the purples and the oranges and the yellows. I could live with being purple and stuff, but I would not want to be yellow because my skin tone would wash out. That's probably good why I picked the grass then. I wasn't sure if I should go with dirt or grass. I'm kind of glad I went with grass. I swear that we will move on from the rock next. I know that this probably isn't the most riveting part of this piece, me shading the rock over and over again. But I swear it's all to make sure that the piece looks good. I care about every single detail, even the little rocks. Or in this case, big rocks. And I love cactus, so every time that there's something plant related, I always sneak a cactus in there. Thank you. I hope to get a better camera that has better zoom and focus, so that I won't have to do all the work myself. But at the same time, I think it's kind of charming that I have to move it by myself. It kind of adds to authenticity, you know? That I have to hold my sketchbook and you can actually see it. It adds, I think. Thank you, Broken Bell. Sometimes I never know. People tell me that I'm too hard on myself. And I guess that's kind of why some people on the internet treat me like crap, because if you treat yourself like crap, then other people are gonna think that they can treat you like crap, which is why I try not to. I try to look at myself in the mirror, and one of the things my therapist always told me was, Kira, get up in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror, and then think of 5 things that you like about yourself. It can be what you look like, how you dress, you know. And so I've been doing that ever since. I look in the mirror and go, you know what? Your eyes are pretty. You got like this brown gold color that just like from a distance your eyes look like a normal brown color, but when you go up close and personal, I actually have a flecks of yellow in my eyes. And that's cool. Alright, Nick. Have a good night. Thank you for sticking by and listening to my rants about the program not working on video call. I wasn't sure if I was going to get any views because I was like, oh no, it's quarantine. All the game streamers are here and they're going to take my views. But I should have known better than that. The internet is big. And for every person that watches a Fortnite video, there's a person who just wants to be in a chill art stream. I watch gaming streams from time to time. I have some gaming friends. And as long as I have those people who think my art is dope, I can think that my art is dope. Just be known, I'm never going to say the word dope ever again. Cringe. No offense to people who use that phrase. I just don't think it's for me. I don't have any street cred. I'm book smart, not street smart. What's your Hogwarts house? I'm a Ravenclaw. And for me, that's pretty cool because I love green. I love blue. So I can wear blue all the time as a Ravenclaw. I can be like, yeah, I'm just wearing my house colors. I'm going to add a little bit of green to the rocks because I kind of want to go a bit more abstract with the rocks. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I go a bit more abstract with my coloring. I add a little flecks of purple or orange to something. Because we already know what a real life rock looks like. we're getting close to the final product for the rocks, and then I can move on to, I think that the teapot might need a little bit more shading. I'm thinking of a little bit of purple. Maybe that will help it pop. Yeah. Oh, you are hat stall? That's cool. Let's see. My Hogwarts house is Ravenclaw. My Patronus is a Python, so I am technically a Ravenclaw, but my Patronus is a snake. I find that ironic. My Ilvermorny house is a Thunderbird, and I have a Dragonwood wand. So, I don't know what Dragonwood wands do. I forgot, but that was my wand. It'd be cool if I'm like, send a picture of you in your Hogwarts house and I'll draw you in Hogwarts outfits. Just know that I'm more of a comic book / anime style artist, so it might not be realistic on how you actually look. That's okay. Mom said I should start caricatures in anime style, and I'm like, she's like, oh, you can call them animacatures. I'm like, yeah, I can see that catching on. Sorry, one thing you gotta know about me is I'm sarcastic as hell, but most of the time they're jokes. Not everybody can handle a person with a dry sense of humor, so if I piss you off, let me know. A badger? I always find it cool. Yeah. I wanted to become a concept artist. That's why all my artwork looks super rough and sketchy, because that's how I learned how to draw. I drew like a concept artist. So, I'm also really been fascinated by color since I was a little kid. I always used color pages. So, I feel like that's why I like the coloring process the best. Like, yeah, everybody's seen an art streamer do from start to finish, but have they seen the coloring process of it? Because most art streamers that I see, they are doing it in black and white. They're not doing it in color. You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you again, Broken Bell. It's awesome to have you here. Thank you to anybody who's staying. Do you realize that this is the most riveting stuff to watch? This part of the drawing process is kind of Coca-Cola. You know what? There wasn't any root beer at my house. Just orange Coke and some vanilla ice cream. So I had an orange cream float, and it was good. Ooh, tarot? Like tarot cards? I created a tarot card, technically. It was of Lucifer Morningstar as the Devil Tarot card. I'm a big fan of Lucifer. I just miss that show so much. It's a shame that a lot of good TV shows won't be able to air because of this. Like Supernatural or you know. And I think after a little bit of a dark brown, that'll be a wrap on the rocks. I'm just glad that Nick fixed the title. I'm absolutely hopeless when it comes to Twitch sometimes. Quite honestly, I think Mitch knows more about Twitch than I do, and he almost knows nothing. Alright, so I am going to do the fence now. I'm thinking of a cherry wood. So, cherry wood, to get a cherry wood look, you need brown and red. And here they are, the brown and reds. Yeah. Art! Yes! Thank you for stopping by. I do art and games. Art on Tuesday and gaming on Thursday. Mostly Rocket League. I can't help it. But sometimes I do Centipede or Pinball. I'm more of an arcade player, to be honest with you. Has anybody ever seen those mini arcade cabinets? Like the ones at I was at Fry's. They have a mini arcade cabinet for Centipede. That's cool. That's cool, Fly Dude. Nothing wrong with that. I used to play games a lot on my Twitch channel, but I felt like I had to be more true to myself, you know? I'm just not the best gamer. But I might bring Unravel back. Yeah. I have a really small arcade cabinet. It's called a retro player. Retro machine. It is like the size of a Game Boy Advance. It is super small. But it has a bunch of games on it. You can imagine how frustrating it is to play though. Yeah. I love going to arcades more than just staying at home and playing on a console. Call me old school, but I used to go to this arcade called Nickel City. All you had to do was bring a few nickels and you could play all the machines. It was pretty amazing. And I had fun just messing around. I kept getting high scores on the Centipede machine. Every time I'd show up, I would just leave the high score on the Centipede machine, and they knew when they saw the KLM that it was Curly McKenzie that was taking over their machine. Honestly, I kind of like skee ball the best though, because I get to like throw the ball into the holes and it makes a little bling sound. Alright, I'm gonna have to go like this, slightly tilted so I can do the fence. And of course, this is the first layer. As soon as I add brown to the whole fence, I'll add the red. And maybe a slight hint of gold so that it has a wow factor to it. Sorry, I kind of learned how to do art through Bob Ross tutorials, so I always talk like an art tutorial. People don't really like that sometimes. Honestly, I'm also kind of reminding myself what colors to pick. Games are fun. I have fun playing games, but I also love art, so it's a bit of a struggle to figure out what I want to do with my channel sometimes. Because I figured some people respond in different ways to different content. Like for me, I love singing and I love creating music and I love animation, so I always try to do a little bit of everything. You know? I don't want to be just one thing on the internet, I want to be multiple things. You know, like in Divergent, how Forrest says, I don't want to just be defined by one thing, because all the people were just one thing. All the smart people were in the smart category, and all the nature people in the nature category. And I'd like to think we have a bit more identity than just, oh, I'm just a game streamer. I'm like, oh, sure, you don't have any other hobbies, you know? I might be speaking a little bit bitterness, but it's a good bitterness, you know? It's like, it's aware of how silly people can be on the internet. Yeah. It's like, I don't mean to sound cynical about it, but that's kind of how the internet is sometimes. Like for those Fortnite streamers, what's it like doing the same thing all the time? Because I can't imagine it. I started out as a Rocket League streamer, as a Rocket League channel. I did nothing but Rocket League, and for a while that was enough for me. But after a while, I was like, you know, I'm an artist. I should share my artwork too. And I wasn't sure if it was gonna work, but it kind of paid off. And so I changed my name from just Fire Crystal to Fire Crystal 1092 Art so that people knew what my true passion was. Don't get me wrong, I love gaming. I love gaming a lot, but it's not. It's more of a hobby, you know? One of my friends always told me, how did you decide what you wanted to do? And I said, well, do you think of all the hobbies that you do? Do you see yourself living without them? And if you can, then those aren't really your passions. They're just a hobby. And they're like, no. Sometimes it's hard to articulate what I'm trying to say in words. It's part of having a mental disability. But you get what I'm saying. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Like, when I picked up my first pencil at 2 years old, I didn't know whether or not I was going to be an art streamer. That wasn't even a concept back then. Heck, YouTube didn't even exist when I was 2. YouTube came out when I was like 10. There were still blockbusters when I was 2. Gosh, I sound old. Thank you, Broken Bell. I don't want people to think I'm like bitter and conceited. But I'm just trying to explain why I would think that. You know what I mean? Like, what I want to promote in this community is it's okay to not feel okay. You know what I mean? It's okay to have a little bit of bitterness or a little bit of negativity as long as you know why you feel that way and how you can stop it. There are so many communities online that try to force you to be happy all the time. That's not what it should be about. Yeah. Exactly. It's like I'm not gonna force myself to be like, yay, we're having so much fun. Isn't this great? I'm just gonna be like, there are gonna be days where I'm gonna feel a bit negative, and lately, because of the move, I feel like a lot of my positivity is just not there. You know. Normally, I'm a bit more upbeat, but today I'm just sort of. Sorry if I sound kind of emo. Maybe all I need is a bit of a, pep talk. Believe me, I'd love to get help, but not everybody can afford it. That's why I got you guys to talk to. I'm already feeling better just by drawing and hanging out with you guys. You know what I mean? Exactly. I need to blast some. I need to blast some My Chemical Romance and Linkin Park, and maybe some Breaking Benjamin and Creed. To be honest with you, every time I feel sad or depressed, I draw. But sometimes that can cause me grief. It's such a burden. Because some people will unfollow you if you're not doing it 100% perfect one day. Like I post one messy drawing and I lose 2 followers. you know, it's kind of silly. Like you can't expect people to be 100% perfect. It's just not realistic. As much as I'd like to draw 100% clean lines all the time, there's some days when I want to be messy and uncoordinated. Sometimes it's just about concept art. If you look at animation behind the scenes, concept art is very messy. It's not super clean because it's not about getting the details right. It's about figuring out what they're gonna do. You know. I think they changed the affiliate rules on Twitch recently because I went from having 3 requirements met to 2. Hey, Hollow. Sorry for my angst fest today. I promise I'll be in a better mood on Thursday. Thank you, Broken Bell. Thank you for being so understanding. Yeah. I like to think that we're all dweebs here. I was about to say weebs here, but I don't know if everybody watches anime. I know I do. I'm a comic book nerd. I'm a weeb. I'm all sorts of things. Like I was trying to catch up on My Hero Academia the other day. That reminds me. Um, I've been wanting to get into more series because a lot of the series that I'm watching are on break or something. Except for Black Clover. I don't think Black Clover ever takes breaks. That anime just keeps going and going. It's like, congrats to Black Clover for being an unstoppable death machine. Yeah. Now, I don't know the repercussions of me saying this, but sometimes how I like to work out is I like to dance. So maybe I can save up enough money to get a VR headset so that I can do Beat Saber as a stream. Now, I don't know how you guys would feel about that. Fruit Basket? I've heard of Fruit Basket. And everybody's like, what kind of anime are you into? And I'm like, I like the anime where people punch dudes. And I'm like, and they're like, then you should watch Seven Deadly Sins. Believe me, Seven Deadly Sins is on my list to watch. People have also recommended Dragon Prince, and I've been watching a little bit of that. Overlord? Yeah. I'll give Overlord a try. Is that on Verve or Funimation or Crunchyroll? And it can be in dub or sub. I'm not picky. Like, I watched half of Naruto in sub and the other half in dub, so you know I'm not picky if I can handle Naruto in dub. Ooh, I've heard of Devil's a Part-Timer. And then I have finished watching season 1 of Demon Slayer, and I can tell you that I am hooked on that anime. It's so good. And as an ink artist, I think that the techniques and how like Tanjiro does his water thingies, it reminds me of an old Japanese painting. The one with the waves. I don't know the name of it, but it's an old painting. And here's the cherry red fence. It doesn't look very cherry right now because I need to add more red. I think I have a red pen somewhere. Eureka. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. Oh good. I'm glad that we are just dropped at 5 frames, because before my stream has dropped from 30 frames before. So 5 frames, I might be slightly delayed, but not too bad. Maybe I can do a smaller piece for the second one. This one's a bigger piece. I feel like we can do a smaller piece for the second artwork. Pearl! Pearl! Little baby! Little baby Pearl! Pearl! Maybe she's not here. The dogs were in my room with me when I started the stream, but I guess they're not here anymore. I wanted you guys to meet Pearl. Pearl! Come here! I don't know. Maybe she's busy. That's cool. I saw a great wave at Hot Topic. It was a t-shirt. It was a cup. It was like in a teacup. And it was like noodles, and there was like eggs. So if you guys are interested, I don't normally self-promote my stores because I feel like it's too clickbaity, but I have a Redbubble and a Design by Humans account. The Design by Humans is linked to my Twitch. I do not have a lot of designs on it yet because they were like, oh, we need your digital designs. When they looked through when I applied, they looked through my DeviantArt account and they're like, this looks like you hand drew, which is why I learned how to edit in the first place so that I could upload designs on there. Let me tell you, I have to upload like 200 or 400 designs on there, and they only let you like have 500. So I have to really think about which pieces, deserve to be on a T-shirt. They could do a vote. I don't know. So I'm gonna use the dark gray again. Just to make sure that it isn't so that the red isn't too overpowering. And then we can move on away from the fence. And I can pull up. For this one, I'm thinking maybe a light silver. Like, it doesn't have to have super definition. It's just a stepping stone. So. There's that. Oh, I didn't know there was a white spot. I'll have to do a light green. I'm gonna fill that up because that's just grass, and I already know what colors I used for the grass, so I can fill in the blank just fine. There it is. I found it. And here are all the greens that I used for the grass. You can see the different varieties of mediums I work with. And then after a smaller art piece, we can find some place to raid, maybe. Or maybe I could just end the stream and just host that person, and then you can decide if you want to be there. I'm still kind of getting used to Twitch, so I don't always know how to raid. Oh, really? I should have guessed because his icon is green. I think green is my second favorite color. Mitch is a nerd. What a nerd. What a nerf herder. I didn't even think about the space in between the lights. I was just like, yep, I'm done. Nope, not even. Oh, that's cool. I think I've seen her before. I think Mitch raids her from time to time. Holy crap, there's a spider in here. Get out of here, spider. No one likes you. Just kidding. I like spiders as long as they're not biting me. I don't care if he's in here, but if he bites me, he's gone. I'm just redefining the lights so you can see them. And then we can move on to maybe the cactus. The problem with these like super detailed illustrations is that they take a bit longer than just a simple subject. Unless you really want to go super detailed with the single subject, like what Mitch does with the dogs and cats. I do dogs and cats sometimes too, but they're not as realistic as how Mitch does it. So I don't have to worry about. I use photo references, but I don't go super realistic with the photo, so I don't have to worry about being perfect. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Just doing this little cactus down here. It's part of a bigger piece. This is the whole thing that I got so far. I'm going to turn down the light. I need to be able to see what I'm doing. There. Should be able to see it now. And how is everybody doing? We're going to do a smaller piece that I did after this one, and then we'll go and find someone to raid. Thank you. Thank you so much. No, truly. I know sometimes I can be aloof, but that's because I'm concentrating. This is my concentration phase. Exactly. People say I need to work better on my tact, like how I handle talking to people. Fact of the matter is that I get really uncomfortable when people give me compliments. Like if you say, "Hey Kira, that's a nice Pink Floyd shirt," in real life I'll be like, "Thanks." Thank you for hanging out with us. Indeed. I'm probably gonna be doing a full week of art as opposed to gaming on Thursday because I did gaming all last week and people have been waiting a long time for my art streams to come back. And I'm a woman of my word. Now for the color of the pot, maybe a magenta to offset the dark tone of the grass. I'm recording in my new office, so there's hardly anything in here. So until I can figure out a way to fix it, there's gonna be a slight. This place is kind of like being in a cellar room. It's dark, cold, and scary. But it's a good place to do art. one thing you guys gotta know is that this is a teacup pot, so I gotta make it look like a teacup as well. Honestly, I should have gone with the theme, but instead I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do. So Mitch went live for a little bit, and I missed it. Aw. Was it a dog or a cat? I think it was a dog, right? Because last time on the stream, he was doing the dog. I was thinking about doing more animals. Lately I've been experimenting with backgrounds, because before I was a person portrait, like I did like anime style portraits. I used to write girl hero stories, so I got a lot of like original girl heroes that I've created. I was all about that respect women energy juice before the whole feminist movement in film. So I drew one of my characters today on my Twitter. Fire Crystal, she's the mascot of my channel, and she's the reason why I'm still doing my stories. But yeah, I plan on doing some, it's fine. I was just wondering if Mitch went live today. I saw on the Discord that he, said he was congratulating people for showing up. And I guess I missed a stream today. Or maybe that was yesterday. I showed up briefly yesterday for the stream last night. I didn't stay for very long, like I usually do. Yeah, me too. I knew there was a stream last night, but I didn't know whether or not there was a stream. But in case you have no idea what we're talking about, we are talking about Freakmeister 1. He paints dogs and cats. I saw him paint a bird once, but he mostly does dogs and cat portraits. He's pretty cool. I was a little drunk. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I was drunk during a Mitch stream before and no one even noticed because I'm too weird. That people just assumed that was how I normally act. I always tell people I'm not drunk, I'm just weird. And it works. So there's the cactus. Now I'm gonna add the pink here because I want to go with a theme. I want you to think it's from a paint set or a tea set, so trying to go with a theme here. I'm going to add a little hint of pink to go with the theme that I started. Maybe add a little bit of gold for the rest. Just like the hint that it used to be all pink and now it's sort of rusty. Unlike the little cup that's at the bottom. There. That's it for the teapot. I'm not going to mess around with it anymore. As for the candles up on top, I'm just going to add a hint of gold for the flames and leave it white because I feel like Not all candles have to be. And then add a little bit of yellow. You probably can't see it, so I'm gonna zoom in. There's the candles. I'm gonna add a little bit of metallic green just so that it has some definition to it, so it's not flat. I don't want to go super detailed with the candles because I kind of just want them to be in the background. And then, finally, the sky. I wanted this to be more of a nighttime piece, so you can't see it, but it's navy blue. It looks more like a light blue, but it's navy. And then that will do it for this piece, and then I can move on to a smaller one. I'm thinking of the, I'm thinking either maybe the lemon that I did. Here, where's the camera? Here. I'm either thinking the lemon, or maybe this little guy. Oh yeah, you are from Discord. I was trying to figure out. You're new, right? I've been part of the Joker Society for a couple of months now. Thank you for stopping by and for sticking by. So just back and forth. Maybe a little bit of purple. Ooh. That one's out. I need to start sorting through my pens to figure out which ones are still good and which ones I need to get rid of. Thinking the top half to be a purpley color. It's difficult to blend with pens, but not impossible. It just takes a bit of patience, a bit more patience than painting. I always take a poll when I talk to people. I go, is ink art painting? Some people are like, yes, it's an ink painting. And other people are like, no, it's just ink. What do you guys think? Is this a painting? Should I have put painting in as one of the categories? Because I wouldn't know. Here's how I see it. I see it as people who do ink pieces in inkwell pens, like the old-fashioned ones where you need to dip it into a bottle as a painting. But for people like me who use Sharpie, I don't think it's a painting. But we'll see what other people think. You can't see it very well under my camera, but it has this nice blend of purple and blue that I think will look really cool. Here. Let me turn it. It looks way more colorful under my light. abstract the sky is compared to the rest of the piece, I think it adds something. You know? It adds that wow factor when you look at a piece, you go, yep, I did that. Do you ever get this out of body experience, where you look at something and you can't believe that you did it? Whether it be making food or just like finishing a level in a game, you're like, I did that? Sometimes that's how I feel about my art. Sometimes I'm like, I did that. That was me. Ooh. Yeah, I definitely need to do a smaller piece because my arms are starting to kill me. This cross-hatching thing that I do 25/9 is very exhausting. 25/9. Get it? Because I hardly ever sleep. So it's not 24/7 to me. It's like, to get into perspective of what it's like to be an insomniac, I only go to sleep 3 times a day, 3 times a week. I sleep 3 days a week and I stay awake the other 5. Is it healthy? No. Do I wish I could stop? Hell yes, but I've tried everything. I've tried deep breathing. I've tried drinking tea. I tried staring at the wall for 15 minutes. I just can't seem to quiet my brain. So oftentimes I'll just watch some art streamers. The sky! Yep, exactly. This is the final touches to the piece. And then we'll move on to a smaller piece and then I'll be done. I usually like to do 2 pieces during a stream. And I'm a fast worker, so it takes hours upon hours for an other art streamer. It takes only about an hour and a half for me. So doing 2 pieces is not that big of a deal for me. I should be careful because the paper is starting to peel off because I'm using so much ink. That's why I try not to blend so much. But it looks so cool blended. I do have some acrylic pen. I do have some acrylic painting, and I do have some canvases. It might be interesting to do painting instead one of these days. I don't want people to think I'm stealing Mitch's thunder though. It'd be like him doing an ink stream. I'd be like, hey, that's mine. You know what I mean? So just imagine the purple as like clouds or something. Very, very like hypothetical clouds. Because they don't look like clouds to me. Trying to be careful around the candle, or specifically the little lights that I made for the candle. getting close to the big reveal, as I call it. I like to peel back and do a reveal of every piece that I finish, so that you guys can get a perspective of everything. And big reveal. What? I just have to finish this lamp over here. I forgot that I didn't color that part. And there we go. Big reveal. What? Okay. Now, what do you guys think? We can move on to the scrap papers that I've been drawing on since quarantine, or we can do another sketch in my sketchbook. Whichever you guys feel we should do. Because God knows I got a lot of scrap paper to color. Let me see, let's just pick a random one. About this one. I want to pick one that's not going to take a lot of time because my hands are starting to hurt, so I'm going to get off the sketchbook for this one. So let's do a vote. We have 3 drawing ideas, 3 coloring ideas. One I can finish up in this stream, or I can start it and then finish it up next stream. So in this corner, we have campsite. In the other corner, we have a stack of mints. And then in this corner, we have piranha plant. What do you guys think? I have other choices if those don't work out, but I just want to know. Or disco ball and donut. Let's see. Okay, piranha plant it is. Right. And we conveniently have the greens available to us. This is a good pick. This won't take too long, it's just a little... Most of it's green, so I won't have a lot of coloring choices to have to rummage through my trunk for. Good call, Broken Bell. Good call. Most of it's green. Now here's the thing. There are different colored piranha plants. Do we want classic red piranha plant, or do we want to go crazy with it? Like maybe since Pride Month is next month, we could do rainbow piranha plant. I don't know. Hello. There's actually a piece I wanted to finish up in the sketchbook that probably won't take that long. Maybe I could do 3 pieces actually. This one was the one I was working on before quarantine happened and before my move, so all I have to do is the background for that one. But it is a cactus watermelon. You can decide whether that is blessed or cursed. I like to think of it as blessed. Or what is it called? There's so much of internet culture I need to understand. Blessed is a mood. In fact, it is. That's me, I'm blessed. That's how I feel I am too. That's how I feel like people perceive me as. Some days I'm cursed. Sometimes I'm blessed. Sometimes I'm blessed and cursed. I like to watch Reddit YouTubers go over blessed and cursed images, and their reactions to the posts are the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. They're like, what the frick is this shit? And sometimes I wish Piranha Plant was real so he could get rid of that spider that's on my wall. Is Piranha Plant a he or a she? People keep telling me it's a she, or maybe a he. I don't know. You know what? It's 2020. It's time to stop generalizing gender and be more accepting. We're getting there for Piranha Plant already. Like I said, for me it won't take so long. I know, right? To me personally, I self-identify as a colored pencil. I know, right? If you want to give your plant a gender, that's on you. Personally, my cactus is very fond of being non-binary. It's doing wonders for it. I need to get a sharpener. You can hear the scraping of me trying to desperately get any ounce of color out of that pencil. I need to find my eraser. I mean my sharpener stat. Okay, now what did I do with the metallic green? Seems to be my favorite. I'd rather be shining. Remember from Moana? there is the top half of our dude. I mean, sorry, I call everything dude, so I know we just discussed letting Piranha Plant self-identify as whatever he wants to be. Or she. Oh, shoot. And there's the pen drop. Oh no! Sorry, guys. One of these days I'm going to figure out how not to drop my pens on stream. I know, right? Sometimes I think I hum, the one with the ancestors on the boat. What's it called again? Who we are, or where we are. I know. F in chats for the colored pencils. Ooh, what you say? Oh, that you never know. Or whatever that song is. I have the movie and I can watch it anytime I want, but I always end up picking the Goofy movie or Never Before Christmas than the newer movies. It's a habit. I'm gonna have a hint of yellow too. I know he's like I know he's yellow. He's red and white, but I wanted to add a little bit of yellow to kind of make it pop a bit more. And there we have it. There's our Piranha Plant. And this is the effect that the metallic pencil has on the drawings. It makes it super shiny. So if you bought this at a convention, it would just go like, it's a rave party. Exactly. Okay, so let me find the cactus watermelon I was talking about. Oops. And here's the marshmallow mushroom forest. Blah. Marshmallow forest. I wish. Okay, now I'm gonna finish up this piece and then we can call this stream finished. I'm just adding the background to this one. I colored this one in a previous stream. And then we can... Thank you. I've been into combination art lately. It's where you combine one thing with another thing. Like a banana phone or a spider watch. I don't know how you can combine a spider and a watch. Maybe have the watch with spider legs. Ooh, that might be an interesting one. Alright. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna be finishing up shortly. I'm just finishing up this piece. I will be back on Thursday from 6 to 8 normally. This was a very odd time for me to stream. Normally I'm not on from 7 to, what was it, 7 to, geez, it's almost 10 o'clock. I've been live since 7. I've been live since 7:30, so it's been about 2 hours. Hmm. I'm starting to think that the purple might have been too dark, because now you guys can't see the seeds. Maybe I should have went with yellow. Oh well. The yellow isn't the seeds aren't the most important part, anyway. It was just like, oh, it's a watermelon cactus, so the seeds will drop, type detail. I just want to say thank you all to anybody who was patient enough and waited. It's really frustrating when people leave when there's a complication. It's it's not my fault I had to move. I couldn't afford to live in the Bay Area anymore. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like $1 million just to get a home. Well, no, it's like $1 million just to rent a home. It's insane. Great for the movie stars, not so great for the middle class people. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you guys couldn't see what I was doing. And voila. Thank you to anybody who stopped by. I do art and games on Tuesday and gaming on Thursday. The next gaming stream will probably be next Thursday because I want to do art this week to make up for the all gaming that I did last week. So the next art stream will be on Thursday, and hopefully people like this. It's an experiment to see what would happen if I went a full week doing art as opposed to gaming on Thursday. We'll see what happens. I hope to see you next time. My social medias are down below in the info section. I had a Twitter and Instagram integration, so If you guys want to see the sketches ahead of time, or you don't want to be spoiled and you just want to see it on stream, that's fine. You live in Montana? Oh yeah. Well, I hope wherever you are,